Bruchminati, what? And you are watching Brew News, your #1 source in world news. When we had left off, Germany had just launched an unprovoked attack on Russia on 3 different fronts. We had a northern front, which appears it is very likely is going to grab St. Petersburg with no resistance whatsoever. We had a large center army group getting ready to wreck Belarus. We had one coming up through the Caucasus, and then we had another group over here taking out Kyrgyzstan. Let's go ahead, get up the satellite feed, and watch the invasion of Belarus in real time. I just don't know how. As an Oh! Russia is not messing around, guys. They just nuked Warsaw, which seems to have pissed the Germans off even more. And they are driving on Minsk. How is the Northern Front doing? St. Petersburg has fallen. Southern, they're having a little bit harder time. This front over here, they are about to their goals. The capital of Belarus has fallen. Russia has gained another ally in the Caucasus, which is no problem for the Germans. Oh, boom! Word has it, Belarus has capitulated. Germany is having its way with the host of the World Cup. They are seeking out Putin to make him pay for their loss to South Korea. They have not forgotten, even though it's 2024. They are still very much pissed off. This just in, we are getting word that Putin tried to negotiate a peace with his German counterpart. And almost instantaneously after the handshake was over, Udo told Putin to go suck his mother's. We are getting word from, we are getting word that the German northern and central armies are about to link up. This will be devastating news to the Russian army and to their war effort as a whole. We can now tell by new satellite imagery that the 2 German fronts have now linked up. This could spell disaster for the Russian army. It appears like the Southern Army group in the Caucasus are complete failures and are actually performing worse than the German national team. We now have a continuous front from Norway all the way into the Caucasus. God help the Russian people. The Germans are complete savages right now. How can they still be so pissed off? In 2025, the world may never know. We now have breaking news. Oh my God, this can't be true. Can we zoom in on the satellite imagery? Yes, it does appear to be true. Moscow has fallen. We are also getting other news that the Southern Army Group has finally started its drive northward. It did not like the comparison to the German national team. We also have more breaking news from the Southern Front. Volgograd has fallen. Rostov has fallen. The Russian army is in full retreat. We are starting to get our first data on the war. It appears so far Germany has lost about 200,000 men. The combined forces of Russia and its allies nearing 1 million casualties. We will try to keep these numbers updated, but it is hard to get this information out of the war zone. We will be updating you with any urgent news. This is Brew News, your #1 source in world news. This is a breaking news. We are getting fresh reports here at Brew News that the Northern and Center Army groups have now officially linked up with the Southern Army group. We are getting breaking news here at Brew News. Vladimir Putin has just arrived. Boom! Armenia has been rumored to have capitulated. We will get more facts on this in a bit, but in the meantime, we have other breaking news. Vladimir Putin has just arrived in South Korea. The German leader Udo has stated that if this does not prove there was some type of combined effort to see to it that Germany would lose in the World Cup, that there is nothing else that could prove it more than this. The German leader has just made a public statement. We will be getting the full transcript shortly, but we hear the opening line was, "For those of you who do not believe that there was a combined effort by Russia and South Korea to see to it that Germany lost their World Cup 2018 bid, that you can go suck your mother's." This just in, we have received new statistics on the German-Russian war. Russia and its allies have now lost 1.55 million. It is now May. There will be no winner to save the Russians this time around. This is Brew News breaking in for another update. We have huge news. If this turns out to be true, this could shake the very world to its core. Can we zoom in? Oh my god, it appears to be true. We are getting word and we have images showing the Chinese have sent volunteer divisions into Russia to help fend off the Germans. We are now getting word from German President Udo telling China to go suck its mother's. He is now blaming China, saying that they had a part in the German national team loss. He's accusing them of posting... What? Say again. Apparently, the Chinese government's official Twitter account has started making memes about the German national team's loss. This does not look good, people. We will keep you updated here at Brew News, your #1 source for world news. We are now getting news that Turkey has taken Germany's side. They also believe Vladimir Putin had something to do with the German national team loss. We are just getting news. This is huge. Russia has capitulated. Oh my god. Oh my god. Welcome back to Brew News. We are getting new information from the very much reclusive German state. Word has it there are massive infrastructure projects going on. They say this is only for trade, however. Satellite imagery shows a massive buildup of troops along the Chinese and Mongolian borders. This could get ugly. This could be retribution by Germany on the Chinese people for the official Chinese government Twitter, saying, what is the difference between Germany and the US? Answer, nothing. They both blame Vladimir Putin for everything. Boom! This just in, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting news of massive mobilization along the Mongolian and Chinese borders. Let's tap in to our satellite live imagery and see if we can't see anything. This might be the prelude to war. Oh my god! The Germans have launched a simultaneous attack on China from Myanmar all the way to the North Korean border. This just in, the Germans are absolutely hammering the People's Liberation Army. It is not pretty, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when you make fun of the German national team on Twitter with the official Twitter feed of the Chinese government. What was supposed to be a stalemate for many months on the western Chinese border has turned into a godforsaken bloodbath. As you can see by this live feed near the North Korean border, the ass-kicking Germany is laying down on China is like the world has never seen since they kicked the shit out of Poland in 1939. We have breaking news. We are getting word Mongolia has capitulated. Along with that, other big news, German troops are nearing the Chinese capital of Beijing. Yes, okay, I'm getting word we are getting statistics in from the battlefield. Let's check them out live. China and its allies have lost almost 1 million men, whereas the German state has only lost 70,000. My God, it's a godforsaken bloodbath. We are getting breaking news here at Brew News that the capital of China, Beijing, is about to fall. Oh, there it goes. Once again, the capital of China has fallen. I'm guessing right now that China is regretting that official government tweet to its Twitter account. They are just collapsing on all fronts now. Can we get a zoomed out look from our satellite? And that is what it's looking like. There is not too much left of China, and then we know what's coming up next. The inevitable invasion of South Korea for payback. The entire Chinese army, yes, I hear you. The entire northern Chinese army has absolutely been completely wiped off the map. Alright, we are now getting new statistics. Boom, Macau has capitulated. We are now getting new statistics from the front. The reliability of these cannot be proven yet. Germany has lost an estimated 400,000 men, while China and its allies have lost a staggering 5 million men. 5 million men lost because of a tweet. What is the world coming to? We are breaking in. Once again, we are getting word that the Chinese government is, and there it is, near capitulation. It has happened. China has capitulated. We have breaking news from Brew News. Germany has just invaded North Korea. Boom! North Korea has gone down. There is now but one thing left to do for the nationalistic German people. Yes, I understand. We are breaking in for what could be the final time here at Brew News in regards to this German hostility. We are getting word German divisions are amassing along the northern border of South Korea. What started out 9 years ago as a loss in the World Cup 2018 at the hands of South Korea, with implications of Vladimir Putin using sonic weapons to disorient the German national team, and what has now caused tens of millions of casualties and almost an entire continent to fall under the control of the German states. we now come to what could be the final battle. Yes, we are now getting word that yes, the Germans have launched their final offensive into South Korea. When we reached out to President Udo of Germany to ask him if this would be his final assault, he hit us with with what we would have expected. He told us to suck our mothers. It appears like our information was correct. Germany has launched its final offensive war into South Korea. We reached out to the leader of Germany, President Udo. At which point, we asked him, is this it? Was it worth it? Was the lives of tens of millions of people worth it? To get back your dignity after the loss to South Korea in the 2018 World Cup? His response was to suck our mothers. We are now getting information that South Korea's government is close to capitulating. This war that has lasted 9 years is about to be wrapped up. That should... Oh, boom! The Korean Republic has capitulated. Let's take a last look at the map here. How could a World Cup loss lead to this? There are many lessons to be learned. But finally, the world can have peace once again.